Hello, welcome back, everyone. We got a great show for you guys today. We're going to do a crowd favorite, real or BBL, NBA Cup edition. Also, we're going to talk about the Knicks. We're going to talk about the Spurs. Are they real contenders? Knicks won it all. They're hanging it up. Josh Hart doing some frivolous things. Hopefully, we don't have to talk about that. And then, look, we got two Bulls fans. We're going to talk about two GMs putting their hats on, and you're going to see what they're going to talk about with the Bulls, man. So that's always going to be fun. Up next on the weekly tip-off. All right. What's up? What's up, everybody? So the weekly tip-off, another week. Of course, we got my co-host here, Todd Paul. Say what's up.
How you guys doing tonight?
Good, good. We also got another contributor here, right from the town of E Block, Chicago Bulls fan. My guy, Jorge Sanchez. Say what's up.
What's going on, fellas? How are you? Thanks for having me.
Of course, of course. Always good to have another Bulls fan to talk smack about, you know, 2 wins away from the Hornets, you know. It's great. It's fantastic. All right. Look, man, so right now we're on the heels of the NBA Cup. You know, it's always a good tournament. I'm a fan of the NBA Cup. I know everybody disagrees, but I like seeing good basketball. We had a good game last night. I mean, look, man, them Spurs look hungry. They're going to be a force to reckon with for years.
Yeah.
Knicks took it home. You know, obviously, you know, Brunson went off. OG looked sharp. Mitchell Robinson looked good. Yeah, the teams were balling last night. But the whole tournament, you know, we had some good teams there. We're going to do a real BBL Cup edition. But first, I just want to get you guys' thoughts on the games. What are your thoughts on the Cup? Jorge, why don't you kick us off, man? What do you think? What did you think about the tournament this year? What did you think about, you know, the finals?
Yeah, I think the tournament was great, particularly when it got to those quarterfinals and semifinals. Those games were tough. You got to see some real hard-nosed basketball. I love you know, when money's involved, even the bench comes out to play. And you saw that. You saw that, particularly in the finals. You saw the bench came in for the Knicks and helped them pull it off. So yeah, I thought it was a great tournament.
That's awesome. It's awesome. What do you think, Todd?
No, the tournament's awesome. I mean, we get, as fans, you get good basketball, right? So I think end of the day, that's what it's achieving, and that's great for the fans. My only thing is, I think the way they do the groups,
yeah,
they should change it.
How so?
We had the Spurs, Nuggets, Rockets, Blazers, Warriors all in one group, right? So like, you're only getting one of those teams through.
Yeah,
like the other groups were so weak. Like the Lakers group were Grizzlies, Clippers, Mavs, Pelicans.
Yep.
Like those are 3 of the worst teams in the NBA in that one group, right? So this Lakers kind of got like a bye through.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think if they just readjusted that, like I would love to see like the Nuggets or Rockets probably get through instead of the Lakers.
Yeah,
but
Suns made it through too, right?
The Suns got in. Yeah, they were like by record. I guess they were the best 2 seed in the group. But I think they won by tiebreaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're not very good.
That's interesting. Well, look, man, it's always, like I said, it's always good to have good basketball. I know what people complain about. It may not mean anything, but tell you what, if Charlotte wins the NBA Cup, I'm hanging that shit in my room, banner, everything. I'm telling him I get tattooed.
No, I'm ripping you if you do that.
Look, man. Look, all right, let's go with the real BBL edition. This is always a crowd favorite. I love it. Our last host doesn't know what a BBL is, but I know my brother-in-law knows what a BBL is, so I'm not going to ask you that. Just came back from Colombia not too far ago. So
we definitely know what they look like.
Yeah. But all right, so look, ask you guys just to give me, you know, someone from the tournament, especially real BBLs, is like, who are the guys that maybe performed well or didn't perform well? You think they're going to be, you know, that the whole season and going forward, or was the production, fake, right? So I saw with you first last time, Jorge. Todd, do you have anybody from the tournament who, real BBL?
I think Derek Queen is starting to show out. His team stinks, but as far as him, he's been playing well. Cooper Flag lately has been playing well. So those two rookies seem to be making a name for themselves and getting adjusted to the NBA.
Okay.
So I say those two guys look real. Fake. I said this before, but I think the Raptors are kind of fake, and lately they've been showing it.
Yeah, they got smacked by the Knicks. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, with the Raptors, I think the Raptors definitely BBL. I think their run through the Cup was a really weak set of games. I mean, everybody they beat. I mean, they beat Atlanta, Washington, Indy, and then the Cavs, who were depleted, had nobody playing. So definitely seeing them in the quarterfinals was a little sour to see that, because I wish I would have had a different team there. So I do agree with that. In terms of real, I do think the Magic are real. If they can avoid injury, the addition of Bane is already bearing some fruit. I just think Banchero needs to kind of learn how to play a little bit with Bane. And I need to see a little bit more aggressiveness from him. I think sometimes he kind of, at least in the tournament, it felt in some of these games, he was kind of off to the side and was at times not sure where to put himself to keep the spacing. So I think he just has to learn that a little bit. If he can get that 3-pointer going, it completely changes the game for them.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. That's a great point, Jorge, because we've talked about this in the show many times.
Yeah.
Like the Magic, I love the defense, obviously, but like Banchero, man, like it's like right now I think it's less than 20% at 3-pointer right now. Like the NBA Cup, he was like, we were all texting the game and watching. I mean, he was like 1 for 9 or something. Yeah. I saw somebody said he was like a way, I guess, gassed up more Josh Smith. It's like a Josh Smith comparison.
I was frustrated during the Knicks game with him because they were right there.
They were.
And that fourth quarter, man, like he didn't really do much until garbage time when the game was out of hand. Then he kind of went on a roll of points. Yeah. But early on in that fourth, I thought he would have been the one to start taking over, and it just wasn't there for him. Like for some reason, I don't know what it was. He wasn't as aggressive as I'd like him to be. I mean, I need him dunking the ball. I need him inside the paint getting fouls. And for some reason during that Knicks game, he just kind of, I don't want to throw the soft word out, but he kind of loosened up a little bit there.
Yeah. Well, you know what else is soft is a BBL, from what I hear. Jorge, did you have any other BBL or real take you got?
I do think that the Heat are they look like they're still in the top 15 in most of the categories that you're looking at, like their points per game, rebounding, and assists, but it's just for some reason I don't see that team going much farther than what they currently are. Like I'd be surprised, second round is as far as they go. I don't see them going beyond something like that. I wouldn't be surprised they don't even get past that first round.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah. What do you think about that, Todd?
I mean, the Hero just came back. I don't know. I kind of want to wait and see. Because I actually don't mind how they're constructed with Hero, Norman Powell, Khalil Ware, Bam. Yeah. I think for me it's just a wait and see, because
do you like Hero?
I can see them taking off, but I can see them also just like fizzling out like the last few years. They're just like they're there, but they're not. It's not competitive.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to take a few more games to see how they really gel with Hero back. But Norman Powell's been playing well.
I love Norman
Williamson
Powell.
playing well.
Yeah, he's nice.
I mean, their bench is kind of like they have a lot of players you just don't know of. Like I know, like Jamie Hawkwez is good, but after that, it's kind of like they're just putting a guy out that no one knows. But if he fills his role, like I guess it can work out. But yeah.
I'm not a big Heat fan at all. But Jorge asked a good question. Yeah, I know. Jorge asked a question. I mean, what do you think about Tyler Hero? Because I'll tell you, they've been winning. No, they were winning. They had a pretty good win streak. I think they were number 5 or 6 in the East, and then they dipped when the Hero came back. So, I mean, I'll start like, what do you guys think of Tyler Hero as a player, cornerstone? I have to look at his contract, but I mean, they gave him a pretty good contract, I thought. But he's getting paid pretty well. What do you guys think of Hero overall as a player? Jorge, why don't you go ahead? Because
I just think Hero is. I think he's got that irrational confidence, and I think it's good at times, but I think overall it hurts the team. I think he needs to learn his position a little bit more. Like there's a ranking on your team, and you're not number 1, right?
Who's one?
Once he figures that out, I think they'll be better off. I think that this team runs through Bam.
I don't disagree, but I also don't think Bam tries to take over.
He does
every game. Right. So like, I don't think you can run an offense through someone who's not looking to score every possession.
Understood.
Right? Like I think Bam is similar to like a KG, where like he'll give you 20 points, he'll give you 18, but that's it. Like that you can rely on.
Yeah,
I have him in fantasy. I don't think he's hit 30 once all year.
Right.
Where Hero is like, when he's cooking, he can drop 40.
I mean, yeah, he's a microwave. When he's on, he's on.
He's a LaMelo of the Heat. That's who he is.
Yeah, but he takes better shots than LaMelo.
Like, he does. His shot selection is a little cleaner.
Okay, I can't argue with that.
But yeah, I mean, he's good. I think the Heat are similar to the Bulls with like Kobe White coming back, because the Bulls were doing great,
trying to figure it out again,
and then Kobe came in from injury, and they've looked terrible.
Yeah,
and his numbers aren't bad. Like you look at the game, like game recap. Yeah, his numbers are good, but the flow is something's off. Like I don't know if his defense isn't as good, so they're lacking there, but the team is just not working.
Yeah.
So,
well, guys, we're only 30 games in, right? Yeah, so like, you got plenty of time. You know, like they got plenty of time to figure it out. But
a lot. You're acting like it's like.
Do you like Davion Mitchell? Do you like Davion Mitchell at the point for the Heat?
I do, because I'm a big believer. Like, you only can have one player who's not going to defense. Right? Like, so I think Hero fills that role where like he's not great on defense, but he's a bucket on offense. And if there's a good guard, Davion Mitchell can switch and play on that guard. He can take the weaker matchup.
Yeah.
And Davion Mitchell can, if he's open, he can hit a 3. He can't I don't think he's great at driving and creating for everyone else, but I think he fills that role of like tenacious defender, and he's not scared of anyone he's playing.
Yeah, I don't know what his averages are, but it looks like he's been good with his assists lately. Like, I mean, so he's I think
the Heat
10 and 8, by the way, 10 and 8.
Yeah, I think the Heat are running a new system of like really wide floor spacing,
right?
And they just get downhill and like look for an open person and kick it.
Right.
So I think maybe it's similar to the Knicks, where like they just have a new system and offensive game plan, and they're getting adjusted. But
yeah, you're right though. I like the Andrew Wiggins. He's a glue guy that can really do well in that system. People seem to be really high on that new kid Fontecchio.
Yeah.
So he seems pretty good, and I think Khalil Ware needs to step up a little bit more than I'm seeing. I mean, he's getting the rebounds, but I want to see. I guess I don't know what it is. I want to see more from him.
1,000% agree with that.
Yeah, he's super talented.
Yeah, I want to see more. Yeah,
it's hard. It's hard though, because I think with their system, like I'm just looking up now, he only gets 23 minutes a game.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
Like
they gotta find more minutes for him.
Yeah, I mean, they just have to put him on the floor more.
Yeah, it's a good call. I think Miami is interesting because their offense ticked up a ton after this all season. I think let's listen to other stuff. They don't do any pick and rolls anymore, and they're just all downhill, which is like very interesting to this new NBA. The Memphis Grizzlies offense, the one John Morant hates, like that's exactly what they're running.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, look, like again, right now in the East, I guess anything can happen. But do we expect the Miami Heat right now? They're at 9 right now. Yeah, I mean they're muddled up there with Cleveland, Atlanta, and Milwaukee, so they could surpass them. The top 6 look pretty. Actually, Toronto's 3, so Toronto could slide too.
Toronto's gonna fall off.
But probably the main 5 you have: Detroit, New York, Boston, Orlando, and the Sixers.
Yeah,
it's gonna be kind of hard to get up and move any one of those teams.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the top 4 are pretty solid with, Pistons, Knicks, Celtics.
Yeah, Philly's the little one with
Magic. Philly, I really can't count on when you're only playing guards.
Yeah.
Don't know. Maxi's been going off, man. Maxi's been going off.
Well, he has, but like then you have a second-year player and a rookie,
right?
Like carrying the rest of the load. It's tough.
That's true. I mean, let's not forget they have Paul George and Embiid like on max contracts, but I'll not even go into that. All right, I want to give you all my BBL.
Go for it.
Right here. Todd knows I'm not a big fan of this player. This is for your boy Joaquin here. Lakers.
Oh boy.
Complete BBL. BBL.
The whole team or
team, Luka, however you want to say. Just not a big fan. I think here's why. Let me tell you why. All right.
They're 18-7, by the way. But go on.
Yeah.
Sure. Regular season, cook. It's fine. Go ahead. We'll see what happens in the playoffs because playoffs, what matters, defense. Right now, 20th in total defense. Luka, right now, we want to talk about his increase in defensive rating. Right now, he's 34th percentile in defense. Those past other years with Dallas and all that, he was 32nd. So not a big, huge change.
Not much of a difference, yeah.
Now you're going to have to depend on LeBron and Rui to be your main defenders in the playoffs. Now LeBron is taking superhuman, I don't know, drugs or whatever, but but he is like, right? The guy is like, maybe he can like do something in the playoffs. From an offensive side, I can see it, but it's very different when you go across, when you have to defend the Spurs, when you have to defend OKC. Like those two teams right there are going to just annihilate them. And Minnesota did it the other year because what they do, they separated Luka on the island, and then JJ tried to get cute and put try to put Luka on Gobert, and Gobert cooked, right? Mm-hmm. So my whole thing with them is, like Todd knows, Luka to me is a more clutch James Harden. That's what I think he is as a player. I do. I just don't think you win with one player as front of your offense and like just dominate everything. So real regular season, sure, but when you go against those horses in the playoffs, there's no way you can convince me they're beating in the West right now. They're not beating OKC. They're not beating the Spurs. They're not beating the Rockets. They're not beating the Wolves. Maybe Denver because Denver plays slower. But those teams, I don't see them beating them 4 times when you have Luka just being a cone on defense. So that's where I'm going with it.
I don't think he's that bad this year. I mean, look, the team's winning.
Luka at defense?
He's in better shape. He's in better shape.
Shape doesn't matter. You got to want to play defense. You can be in the best shape possible, but you got to want to play defense.
Yeah, I think he will. We'll see. I mean, the
So
coach.
my worry.
Look, the
Go ahead.
coach called him out last season, and he worked his tail off, and he's in much better shape so far, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Austin Reeves has been playing great this season.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't think their defense is good by any means, but I think it all depends on who they match up with in the playoffs, right?
See,
The
I just
matchup
don't
will
think they have the
dictate-
weapons.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
interesting too.
they have Luka, they have Austin, they have LeBron. That's a nice three to
Yep.
work with. But beyond that, when they go sit, what do you have?
Well,
You're gonna
they're all
send out Gabe Vincent and Marcus Smart to carry the load?
yeah. No, I know it's not looking pretty, but Austin Reeves can carry, like when Luka and LeBron are on the bench,
Line
like
up.
he can carry the team for a
Yeah,
few minutes
absolutely.
stretch.
That's fair.
And it just depends on the matchup. Like if Wemby plays like he did last night, like I think they could have a shot.
So my concern with the Lakers, my main concern with the Lakers really comes down to JJ's trust. If you noticed during the Cup, he tightened up that rotation heavy. He was going like 8 guys.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are old. Like you go 8 guys, like they're gonna be hurting in a 7-game series.
Yep.
They're gonna struggle hard. So
Yeah.
I think they need some trades to come about in the next month or two to really, organize this team a little bit and get a better sense of a rotation, because right now I just don't see how you can sustain that kind of rotation. Not with a 40-year-old, LeBron.
No, that's fair.
I get it. He's great, and I get that he can do what he does. But Father Time has never failed, man. And my worry is he's going to get injured by the end of the season.
I mean, maybe they trade LeBron.
They probably should. We talked about this. We probably should.
They were winning without him.
Yeah.
And he's not scoring. Like he's not scoring. Like
I mean,
he's barely getting 10 points a game.
Mm-hmm. I think it seems to me, at least from what I'm hearing, it seems like his guys want that to happen.
Yeah.
So it's like they're trying to already throw in some little feelers out in the way they're commenting on the media. And
Rich Paul already saying he'll do really help New York win.
Yeah, it seems like he's already trying to fan the change.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I will say this right now, to y'all's point, so it's LeBron, Luka, and Reeves are getting the most minutes. Then it drops off significantly. Mm-hmm. You have Ayton, who's there getting some minutes, who's actually played pretty well this season. Plus minus, not really, but his points and rebounds,
and he's
not
protecting
bad.
the rim.
Yeah, he's doing what he needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you have guys like Marcus Smart, older. He said Rui. See what happens. He's hit or miss. So yeah, I mean, and they have young guys like Dalton Connect, and Gabe Vincent's not really working out the way he's supposed to. So it's tough. So as presently constructed, I'm calling them fake, but we'll see what happens. Again, it's a long season. Trade deadline hasn't came up yet, so we can see what happens. Particularly, like you said, NBA depends on matchups. So maybe they get.
What can they trade really?
Well, that too. Right? LeBron's the only one.
That's it.
That's it. Right. You would trade LeBron to get younger, but what team is going to be who's at the top that needs like LeBron right now?
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy to say at this point, but it's
sometimes you just overstay your welcome. It happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. He's too old for what he's actually producing.
Yeah.
Look, you're a hero. You live long enough to be a villain. Is that what it says? Like
it's one of those kind of situations.
All right, cool. So with stuff, fellas, let's transition a little bit to the winners of the NBA Cup. And we'll keep this quick. I mean, I just want to hear from you guys. Spurs, Knicks. Todd, I'll start with you. Title contenders, yes or no?
The Knicks for sure.
Okay.
The Spurs, I don't think so. They're probably too young. And I love their team. I like their young guys. Castle's a stud. Harper's a stud. I honestly think Wemby let him down yesterday. Like, I can't understand why he doesn't go to the post.
Yeah.
Like, he's doing every team a favor when he catches it on the perimeter and takes a three. Like, anyone can take a three, okay? But not everyone can catch it in the post and take one step and dunk it. Like, he doesn't make any sense. Because I think he's super scary if he caught it in the post, faced up to the basket, and now the guy has to, like, try and stop him somehow. That's impossible.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
he just lets other teams play small, or at least last night he lets the other team play small, and he should be trying to dominate physically his matchup. So, they have to go big. Like, if he forced the Knicks to put in Cat and Mitchell to try and stop him, I think the Spurs win that.
Yeah.
Right. But he didn't do that, and then he wasn't defensive rebounding on the other end. So Mitchell was just killing them.
Yeah.
And then the Knicks got like 30 points, 30-second chance points. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
Guys, just in full transparency for those watching the pod, that your boy lost $10 to me last night.
Yeah.
So that's why he's heated.
Oh man. So
go ahead, Jorge.
I agree with the assessment that the Knicks are more likely to at least reach the finals than the Spurs are. My reasoning is a little different. I'll give Wemby a little bit of a pass for last night's game, given his personal issues. I think that kind of took a whole toll on him a little bit. Yeah. He's young, so I can see how something like that would affect your psyche enough to throw your game off. But you have some valid points about his needing to get in the post, right? When you allow a Lou Dort, a Caruso, an OG to kind of, work you out on the perimeter, I'm sorry. You 7 foot. Get yourself to that box and dunk it on their head. Like, that's all you need to do. Right. And I get it. They're sending 3 guys at him. They're sending 4 guys at him. And it's hard to figure out what's your next step and think that quickly. And I think that comes with growing in the game. I listened to some other podcast. I mean, that KG Paul Pierce podcast is one of my favorites, and he needs to get with KG. Yeah, I think with KG he can kind of get a sense of how to deal with those double and triple teams in the post and how to facilitate from there. Because KG was really good at that facilitation off that post, off that box. And so he gets with KG, he can kind of learn that piece of the puzzle a little bit. And then just like you said, focus on getting down to that box, getting down to that paint, and just dominate from there, because he's got all the tools for it. It's now just making it work.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think his main issue to me, it looks like, is he's good at everything. He can literally do everything. And it's like sometimes he doesn't know which one to like focus on. He's like, oh, I can hit the 3, I can hit the midi, I can dunk it on somebody. Then like he's almost undecided, like which one should I do?
Yep.
And maybe take what the defense gives me.
Yeah.
And okay, they give me this, I'll do this. But doesn't realize that the defense is giving you that for a reason.
Yes.
They don't want you in the post just dunking on heads. Because then obviously that gives Mitchell Robinson in foul trouble, Cat in foul trouble. Yeah. Like it does a lot.
Made the game so much easier.
Right. Yeah. I think he has all the tools to take step back threes. That's great. But like, just get the easy basket.
I'd just like to see him get 3 spots on the court that are his spots and get there every time.
Yep. Because he can. Yeah. Right. It's a great point. Great point. All right. So we think the Knicks are contenders. Yeah. More likely than the Spurs. Spurs got to go through a West, juggernaut of a West. The East is a little easier.
Much easier.
But congrats to the New York fans. Still Knicks fans, my man Rondre, check him out. But yeah, great job on the Knicks. Yep. All right, let's shift to my favorite part of the show that I've been looking forward to. I'm here with 2 Bulls fans, which I can't talk too much smack because they beat my Hornets not too long ago, but they are sitting right now with the 11 seed. right? They're sitting after getting a hot start. Right now, they are 10-15.
Crazy.
They, not been doing well over the past few games. Let me just share some stats with you guys really quickly, and I'll let you guys go forward.
Need my tissue. Hold on.
So right now, no, it's good. I'll just read the stats. So right now, it's good. Buzelis, he looks like a guy you guys can build around, but he's 14.6 rebounds right now. That's been growing, obviously. You got Josh Giddey averaging 29 and 9, possible All-Star selection. Then you got Kobe White, 22, 5 and 3. Not bad, right? Stats look good. But as Todd mentioned, when he came back, the team kind of taking a nosedive lately.
Yeah.
You got Herter at 12 and 3 right now. You kind of expected more out of him. Okoro, got him averaging 8 points. And then Vooch, 16 and 9, still dependable. Every year he's the trade piece, but Bulls never want to trade him. So look, before this, I told you guys, like, look, give me your plan for the Bulls. What are you doing for the next few years for the Bulls? What are you doing now? Jorge, you are a guest contributor, man. I've been looking forward to this. Let me hear your plan, man. What's first Bulls? You GM, you get in there, you GM of the Bulls today. You flying right from Edison. You're the GM, you flying right from Edison, you go into the front office.
All right.
What's your move? What are you doing?
So ideally I fire everybody. but I know, because I would even fire the current GM. Like, they're all gone. But I know the ownership. I've been a fan for close to 35 years. I know this ownership. They're cheap as hell. They're not gonna, fire somebody who just was extended a couple of years ago and eat that money and then try to hire another coach. That's just not happening. So trying to be realistic with what I would do, I'm gonna assume Acme is still gonna be there. I'm gonna assume Billy Jesus is still gonna be there.
You hate to say it.
I hate him so much. I just don't like his style for this type of game. And his lack of confidence with the young guys. He just doesn't play them. But I do have some options for us to at least make this thing fun, although risky, right? Okay. So I'm hearing the Timberwolves want to play ball with us. So I would trade up. I'll talk to them and try to convince them to give us Naz Reid, right? So I would take Naz Reid, Dante DiVincenzo, and I really like the Illinois kid, Terrence Shannon Jr. So I want to see what he could do. And we send them, they need a point guard, so they want Kobe, so we'll send them Kobe White. Okay. And losing Naz Reid is going to hurt a lot because that's their front court. You're in the West, they're all bigs. So you need a front court guy that can still shoot that three. I'll send them Vooch. And they take them both out of our hands. Vooch is an expiring. If it doesn't work out, they cut their losses at the end of the year. They got a bunch of money they can spend on somebody else. Right? Kobe, if it works out, they can sign him to a new contract. Right? Or if it doesn't work out, they cut bait. Now they have a ton of money to throw at a top tier player. On our end, Naz Reid could come in at the 5. Dante to command that 2, and Terrence Shannon will be a piece that we can kind of develop. Right? I'm not done, and then I'm swinging for the fences. Right?
All right.
So then I'm gonna call the Pelicans.
All right. Don't tell me. Do not tell me.
Give me that Zion.
Really? Wow. Okay. Right? All right. I like it. Okay.
So I'm gonna go with Zion, and I'm gonna give them. They got Fears and Queen. These kids are what, 19, 20 years old? Yep. So they got a long time to develop these kids. So what they need is expiring contracts, right? And draft capital. So we have tons of expiring contracts. We got $90 million in expiring contract. That's a crazy amount. So I'm sending them Zach Collins and his 18 mil. I'm sending them Kevin Huerter and his 18 mil. Ridiculous that he's getting that amount of money. But hey, to each his own. Get your money, boy. And then I'm sending them Javon Carter he's got about $7 million. So that's a lot of money going that way. Plus, I'm sending, and this is gonna hurt, but we haven't used it yet, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna pan out. I'm sending them the Portland pick. 26 first rounder for Portland is protected, lottery protected. Portland looks like they're gonna end up in the lottery again, so we're never gonna get that. It's gonna convert to a second. So rather than do that, let them take it and hope that they can get that first rounder, and then I'll give them a couple more second rounders to sweeten the pot. So now they get three draft picks, 3 expiring contracts, giving them what, $47 million in expiring contracts, and they can rebuild with Fears and Queen and do whatever they got to do. On our end, our starting 5 becomes Giddey, Dante DiVincenzo, Matas at the 3, move him up to the 3 where he belongs.
Yep.
Put Zion at the 4, and put Naz Reid at the 5. We still got Jalen Smith to back up Naz Reid. He's a three-pointer. He shoots the 3. He can rim protect. We still have Ayo, who can still man as a backup point guard when necessary. Fits more as a combo shooting guard. And then we still have some more pieces that we can play with and get rid of to kind of fill in the gaps. So I say do it. If Zion doesn't work and he doesn't play, cut our losses since he's not guaranteed anymore. And then we have some money that we can work with and try to pick up. Ideally, I would love a shooting guard that is a pure scoring shooting guard but doesn't need to be ball dominant.
Yeah.
That would work perfectly with this combination. I'm hedging my best that Zion just needs a new place to be. I'm worried that the deep dish piece is going to hurt. But hey, I think that's a good combo. I think that can get us into the playoffs if it all works out. A Giddey Zion pick and roll would be deadly. He's healthy again. There's a big if there, but hey, I'm willing. We need to do something drastic, right? And I'm worried that at the management level, there's no change coming, which is what we actually need.
Right.
So given that, we need to kind of play with this roster a little bit and make something drastic happen and see what happens, and just make it exciting for the fan base. That fan base deserves excitement in that stadium, and on that court. They're really loyal to a fault at times, and I think that's what's hurting us a bit. I think if the fans decide we're not going to pay no more to go see these guys, that's when we'll probably see change. That's the only time we've seen change in the past is when the fans started hitting their pockets.
That's facts. That's
facts.
I like it.
No money.
Yeah, you're right though. That's all they talk, man. And I like the Minnesota thing's very interesting because Minnesota needs a guard to get Kobe White and Vooch out the deal. That's like to get Naz Reid. I mean, that's pretty good even takeaway. I like that. The Zion is a huge risk.
A gamble, but hey,
huge. Let me ask you this: would it change? Would you do the deal if New Orleans was like, instead of the Portland pick, we get the Bulls pick? Would you then? Nah, it's a no after that.
I mean, not the 26 pick. This draft is deep, bro. Like I'm not trying to lose out on this.
This draft is loaded. This draft is loaded.
I mean, just giving up that Portland pick is gonna hurt a little bit. I'm not giving you ours. Ours is probably gonna be lottery if we screw this up.
No, I mean, look, I like this because it's different from saying blow it up and get picks, right? I mean, I think anybody could say that. I think like, you're like, okay, look, like the ownership's not going to blow it up and get picks.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that. Let's just get some excitement in the door. Zion he's going to get tickets. That's for sure. If he plays, they have Naz Reid too. Like that's a pretty solid. Yeah, no, that's a pretty solid. And Naz Reid's only 20.
And they all fit the mold. They all fit the trajectory, the timeline. They're all within that same grouping. So I think they're young enough. If it works out, this it's
okay.
This could work.
Definitely.
What do you think, Todd? You're the other Bulls fan.
I mean, so I want to trade Vooch. I'm in full agreement because I think in this NBA, if you are an unathletic center who like can't protect the paint, like you're pretty replaceable. And I think they should have traded him last year.
Yeah.
So I think there's a team that is looking to win now and they're bad at center. And that's to me the Warriors. So
what do you try to get back?
I would take Kuminga.
Okay.
I mean, he's only averaging like 25 minutes a game for them. And he's young, he can grow with Giddey. I think something like that I would do. Because like Al Horford is giving them 5 points a game and he's averaging 21 minutes. Like he's basically useless.
Yeah.
So but like they need to win. Like Steph only has so many years.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
So I think that's their worst position on the floor. To me, it makes sense. Now you just have to figure out the money and if there's a willingness on both sides. But yeah, I think that's a team that would be. That's the only center needy team.
What are your thoughts on Kuminga? How would that work with the Bulls? Because he's very ball dominant, for what I understand, and the way the team looks to want to play is very free flow movement, and so he's been very hesitant to be that role for the Golden State Warriors. Yeah. And so I don't know how that would translate to us.
I mean, I think playing with a legend is hard.
Yeah.
Right? Because you see that with like a lot of people who play with LeBron, they don't succeed and they go to another team and they're like, oh wow, this guy's actually playing really well. Right? You saw that with who's the guy? Oh, like Ingram.
Yeah.
Right? Like Kuzma for a few years, he was looking pretty good when he was playing away from him. So like
Lonzo was when he was healthy, by the way, too.
I just think it's super hard when you're always second guessing if you should shoot because you have Curry right next to you.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't think he wouldn't have that fear playing with like Josh Giddey. Right? So I think right now the issue is the Bulls don't know who they want bringing the ball up. Right? Is it Kobe or is it Giddey? I think they really need to just like pick one, and I think it should be Giddey because he actually likes passing.
Absolutely.
And Kobe should just be more of a like catch and shoot, and they should let the offense kind of run through that. And then maybe like last 5 minutes of the game, like Kobe can seal the game for us if we need a bucket. But I just think it just looks confusing when I watch him play.
So you're keeping Kobe, right? And you're going forward with Kobe. And now, let's say you give up Vooch and get Kuminga. So now you can grow with Giddey, Kuminga, Buzelis. Are you keeping Kobe there? Or are you trying to ship him out?
Honestly, I would be okay with trading Kobe. Like, because I actually thought we played better with Trae Jones anyway. Like, it was so interesting because he's not the offensive player that Kobe is, but he was like drawing charges. He gets steals. He makes the extra pass. So our offense it just seemed more efficient. Like we were always getting a good shot.
Yeah.
And defensively looked better. Like I thought Trae Jones was playing well. I thought Kevin Huerter he was actually playing pretty good perimeter defense when he was in. And I don't know if it's just because it's different rotations, but our defense is terrible.
Yeah, no, I agree. I like the Trae Jones and the Huerter with Giddey combo. I thought that was working for a little bit.
Yeah.
Trae's gone having a little bit more of a down year than he had last year. But I think you just need more minutes to be able to have some consistency.
He just hasn't been. He hasn't he was started when he was starting. He was
great.
That's when we were doing really well.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you look at Kobe. He's played. His numbers are good, but he's played the last 9 games, and we're 2-7.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
So as a coach, and you see that, it's like,
Yeah.
hey, maybe I like what happened with the Knicks last night. They sat Bridges to play Kolek,
Yep.
right?
They
Because the
did.
coach was
They
like, hey,
did.
this is working. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah.
Like I was assuming the Bulls coach would do the same thing with Kobe, but
That's Billy for you.
yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So look, man, the Bulls. Yeah, you got to pick one, right?
Yeah.
Like they've been middling for years. They got to pick something. Make a
Just like
drastic
no
swing
road.
at it. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Make a drastic swing, or go bottom route. But yeah, things can all change. Look, like you said, this draft is crazy good. If the Bulls get the number 1 pick in the draft, which they could.
Boy, let me tell you.
You don't know it. Right? You don't know what
Then we better fire the management.
Yeah.
If we get that number 1 pick, I don't want to see not one of these management folks in the building.
Yeah, it could happen, man. It could happen. So a lot can change. Trade deadline is going to be coming up. So hopefully the Bulls do something, man. I think standing pat is definitely not the thing to do. And the thing with the NBA, if you're middling around the play-in like all the time, is never gonna be a good thing.
I just hope, like I said, they have this trade exemption that is gonna expire soon. They better not let that go like they did last time. Like it's a nice little chunk of change they can use to grab somebody up. So
yeah, just recent laziness when you don't. Yeah, I agree. All right, guys. Well, look, man, awesome show. I appreciate you guys jumping on. Thanks, Todd. Jorge, appreciate you joining us, man. Hopefully you become a regular on the show. So
yeah, thanks.
Super appreciate you.
All right.
Yeah, most definitely. I don't know if we have too many Bulls fans, but appreciate it. All right, guys. Look, tune in next time. We're going to have a great show for you next time. We're going to do a Christmas, New Year's edition. Got a lot of special guests on the next show. So definitely tune in next time. Again, appreciate it, guys. And yeah, thank you for joining the weekly tip-off. Take care, guys.
Thank you.